Hello everyone, I'm Ali Reza from FlySimTech65, and in this video I will show you a flight from London Heathrow to Gothenburg Landvetter Airport in Sweden. For this flight we are on board the inibuilds A350, and this is the new version which was just released, I believe today, version 1.0.10, which addresses some of the problems the latest version had. And we are rocking the beautiful Finnair livery. So get yourself a cup of coffee because this is going to be a very interesting flight, particularly towards the landing. And we're going to also show you some really nice cinematic views. So I will talk to you again just before takeoff. Alright, so we are approaching the runway now. We've already done all the pre-flight procedures and got the pushback, started all of our engines. Most people know how to do that already. The most interesting parts of the flight are really the takeoff and landing anyway. So as you can see, we're taking off from runway 09 right in Heathrow. And we're just going to be lining up here, and we're using FSLTL traffic for this flight. I have to say the sounds on this aircraft have improved a lot from the first version. No incoming traffic. Just doing the final checklist. So before takeoff, checklist complete. Flex SRS runway, auto thrust is blue, thrust is set, V1, rotate. Very nice rotation, and gear up. Trying to retract the gear anyway. Thrusty climb, climb nav. So with this new update, a lot of the WASM crashes and the issues that people were having is fixed, at least in the 2024 version. Most of the problems regarding the crashes happen in 2020, And I believe it's because this aircraft was primarily built for 2024 and then sort of adapted for 2020, but since 2020 has some limitations compared to 2024, it results in lots of different crashes, but I do believe that they're going to fix that. And for the people who say that they shouldn't release it if it's not fully ready, I would say that the best way to test any software, really the best way is to release it, and for many different people to test it in very different conditions. And so really just to release it and give us these almost every week or every 2 weeks, these regular updates is really the best way to improve this aircraft. But I think that inibuilds have done a fantastic job anyway. And of course this video isn't sponsored by them. But I'm just stating the obvious. So we're just continuing the climb, and I believe that we've just leveled off at 6,000. And we're following the standard instrument departure out of Heathrow. Alright, so I will talk to you before our landing. Enjoy the views. Okay, I'm back now again and just completing the approach checklist. And momentarily we will do a right turn and then again another right turn, and then we will capture the ILS for runway 21 at Landvetter Airport.
2,500.
Alright, so we've captured the ILS, and we have completed our landing checklist. We do have some crosswind from right side. My airplane. Just going down on the glide path, following that glide slope. You're doing a manual landing, which is almost all the time.
1,000.
You often have to correct your way of thinking by verifying everything with your instruments, but also making sure that you're not heavily reliant on them. It's always difficult to balance the sort of perception of how high the airplane is, and you just have to trust your instruments.
$500, $400, $100 above. 300. Minimum 100. 100. 90. 80. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Retard.
10.
Go around.
5.
Retard. Pitch, pitch, pitch.
Just wasn't comfortable with that landing. Decided to go around. So we'll first put the flaps up to position 2 and then we retract the gear. If you don't first put the flaps up to position 2, I put it to 2, but I don't know if it works with putting it to 3 as well. You will get a warning. Okay, I'm just going to circle around and come back for another landing. And here you can see that go around from an outside view. It was just a bit too floaty in my opinion. I could have managed that landing, but I decided to go around. I think the most important thing is never to force a landing and to always err on the side of caution. Okay, so we're back again, established on the ILS. As you can see, this time I'm hyper focused on monitoring that glide slope, and also just very small movements of the side stick. This aircraft is highly responsive, and large inputs on the side stick results in you deviating a lot from your descent and glide path for the landing. And again, if you flew the 777 recently and then you're trying to land an A350, it's going to feel a little bit difficult, because with the 777 you have to often do lots of inputs, and in the A350 it's you know, a lot more easier. But that's if you've been flying an A350 for a long time. Of course, on the channel I fly all the aircrafts, or most of them, so I often have to readjust my thinking and muscle memory to be able to fly the different aircrafts again.
500.
And again, we do have some wind.
500. 100. 400.
So do keep that in mind.
300. Minimum 200. 100. 90. 80. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Retard.
Holding it.
10. 5.
Reverser's green. VTV. Decel. Slight stuttering on the left hand side is because of the frame generation. Vacating the runway here. And we'll be back with the outside view. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe with the notification bell so that you will get informed whenever I release a new video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.